However, 26 state governors across the United States of America, including North Carolina's Pat McCrory, are saying no. And he joins us this morning from Charlotte, North Carolina. Good morning, Governor.
Good morning, Steve.
Our president yesterday said it's un-American to stop the Syrian refugees from coming into this country. What do you say to that?
I have a responsibility as governor. My number one responsibility is to protect the citizens of North Carolina. And by the way, the president's number one responsibility is to protect the people of the United States. So I would not be fulfilling my oath of office unless I protected the people of North Carolina. And it's fair for the governors to ask the question, what type of background check can you do on individuals coming from a country that's torn apart, in which I'm sure it's very, very difficult to seek any records or background checks from these individuals. We're asking, what type of background checks are you actually going through? How long is it taking? And can that information be supplied to local state officials so in case something happens, we at least have some record of where these people are within our states? And right now, there's almost no coordination or communications between the state and the federal officials on this issue.
Well, that's too bad that the federal government isn't talking to you, since they want you to handle these refugees. And we should point out, you told me during the break, so far in recent history, the great state of North Carolina has taken in 160,000 refugees. So it's not like you're anti-refugee. You're just worried about these people because, in part, I would imagine, ISIS has said, Governor, that they would try to have some terrorists pose as refugees. And because there is no database in Syria to say, go through somebody's driver's license and stuff like that, you know, you just have to trust the government that they know what they're doing, and it sounds like you don't.
We just don't have the cooperation and communication. We've accepted 59 Syrian refugees since the beginning of the year, but since then the president has announced that he's going to go from 2,000 to 12,000. So we don't know what the new numbers are and how many will be coming in, because they're actually delivered directly to nonprofit agencies who, by the way, want to help these people. But at the same time, our public safety people need to know about this, because, in fact, a recent Homeland Security report from the House of Representatives state that one of their goals is to infiltrate the refugee population and possibly impact us right here in North Carolina or throughout the United States. And that's where we need this reassurance and communications. And I don't know how it's hard enough to do a background check within the United States. I do not know how they do a background check within Syria when the country's torn apart.
No kidding. You mentioned how many refugees, Syrian refugees, your state has taken in. We've got a graphic. California's taken in a little over 200, about the same for Texas and Michigan, 150 for Arizona, Illinois, 130, and Pennsylvania, 120. Florida has 104. I guess, Governor, it comes down to, if you ask the federal government, can you guarantee you're not letting in terrorists? Right now, they have to say no, don't they?
I don't know how they would make that guarantee, and the president gives the impression that he has guaranteed a thorough background check. We do not know what that background check is composed of. We don't know often the identities of the people coming into our state, and we don't know the backgrounds of the people coming into our state or where they'll be relocated within our state. So if something does happen within our state or within that country, we actually at the state level, regarding our highway patrol or state, our SBI and other local officials, do not have any information on these Syrian refugees. And, you know, the French president says we're at war. I take him very seriously, just like we're expected to be taken seriously after 9/11.
Indeed. All right. Governor McCrory from the great state of